I've lived and spent all my life traipsing around the prairies in North Dakota, the wetlands, the native grasslands.
The prairies holds a special place in my heart. I grew up in South Dakota.
My family's farmed in North Dakota since 1886, and it's been very good to us.
You know, I love the state. I love this type of living. I love the 4 seasons that North Dakota provides.
I mean, you wake up in the morning and you hear the birds singing. You hear the geese coming across, stuff like that. I mean, that's all, I guess I'm born and raised with it, so if it wasn't here, you'd miss it.
Welcome to the Prairie Pothole region of the United States, North America's duck factory. These native grasslands are the pulse of waterfowl populations and the beating heart of waterfowl production in the United States. It's in these potholes and nestled deep into the native grasses that the future of waterfowl and waterfowl hunting are being manufactured. But developmental pressures in the region are accelerating land conversion, and what was once the largest grassland in the world has become the #1 priority for Ducks Unlimited's efforts to conserve crucial waterfowl breeding habitat.
What we're starting to see is a lot of grassland conversion across the Prairie Pothole region, both CRP grasslands and native grassland, and it's primarily being driven by increased commodity prices. Farm economy is good right now, and there's more money to be made by farming than some of these folks believe can be made by traditional ranching.
This is America's duck factory, where millions of waterfowl come to breed every year. And it's the native prairie that welcomes new broods into this world. This grassland offers cover from predators, and the potholes provide nutrients all waterfowl need to survive, maintain, and bulk up for the inevitable southern migration.
I think if we lose these big blocks of prairie, you know, not only do we lose the waterfowl production and a bunch of other important values, but we lose that sort of natural heritage, and I think life will be a lot less rich for the next generation if they don't have that to take advantage of.
Ducks Unlimited has a narrow window of opportunity to conserve these grasslands forever, but we need to act now. Once this ground is broken for row crops, like a bullet, it cannot be taken back. It's forever lost.
Well, really the best solution we have right now is to permanently protect these areas with perpetual easements. We have landowners that are interested in protecting those areas, a backlog of these folks right now, and so really the only thing that stands in the way of getting this job done is the funding to make it happen.
It's a legal agreement. It runs with the property, so it's perpetual.
It's a win-win situation. The rancher gets to protect his grass for his cattle, gets to protect his water for his cattle, and at the same time we're able to keep that grassland intact and wetlands intact for the ducks when they come back north in the spring.
By working with landowners and conservation partners, we can jointly protect these grasslands for waterfowl and ranchers.
The good news is we're not in it alone. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has been one of our key partners in the Grassland Easement Program. In fact, they originated the program.
And we've partnered with Ducks Unlimited here the last few years very successfully, I may add. We've got over 1 million acres preserved right now of native prairie grasslands with good wetland densities, very high wetland densities. Very, very valuable for waterfowl and marsh birds.
Through the easement program, DU has the opportunity to permanently conserve more than 300,000 acres of native prairie for future generations of waterfowl and waterfowl hunters alike.
There are increasing numbers of people out on ranches saying, you know, DU's a really fine partner.
I think it's a great program that they've offered to whoever owns native grasslands. And you don't have no grass, you ain't gonna have birds, you ain't gonna have cows. It all works together.
Your contribution can help DU rescue the duck factory. For $360 an acre, which is the cost of the permanent easements, you can make a difference in the future of waterfowl population.
Given the importance of these habitats on the waterfowl populations, Ducks Unlimited felt that we've got to take this opportunity to secure this waterfowl resource for future generations.
There are a lot of competing interests out there, and if we don't stand up, our voice is going to be quelched, and we're going to lose a lot of this habitat.
If we don't have the habitat, we're not going to get the birds or the wildlife that we're accustomed to see now.
We've got to get this work done while folks are interested in protecting these areas. There's nothing more critical we could do for waterfowl populations and the future of waterfowl hunting than to get this work done here.
With your help, we can secure these acres and conserve them forever.
Since people have been settling this country and exploiting resources, it's been interesting that the pattern has been losing native habitats until they're almost gone, and then waking up and saying, my gosh, this is almost gone, we got to protect it. And when that happens, what you end up with are very small remnants that really are not ecologically functional. And so the next step is, well, let's restore it. We hope that we don't have to follow that model here in the Dakotas, in the prairie pothole region. We have a unique opportunity to break that cycle and say, look, we've got enough of it now. Let's protect it now while it's still here. Let's not wait till it's all gone and then have remnant patches that don't function or have to pay exorbitant amounts to get it restored. Let's break that mold and try to protect it right here and now.
With landowners ready to enroll in these easements, every second wasted is another acre lost. The time is now. The future of waterfowl is our goal, and with your contribution, you can help us, waterfowl hunters and conservationists, rescue the duck factory forever.